What is going on, Wolfpack Savage here. Today we're going to be breaking down another viewer submitted gameplay. Now in these breakdowns, the whole purpose of this is to help you guys improve by putting you guys in situations and teaching you the do's and don'ts of how to get out of a bad situation or get yourself back into a better position. I believe the main problem players have is not their aim, is not their accuracy. It's what to do, how to do it, and also how to get to a better position when you're in a bad one. But guys, before we get into the video, thank you everyone for the recent support. Not only do we hit 50,000 subs a few days ago, but we're already almost at 52,000 subs. You guys have absolutely been killing it, so thank you very much for all the support. Which brings me to my next point. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 800 likes. Also, if you guys are tired of playing by yourself and you want to meet other teammates to play with, maybe better, equal skill than you, make sure you join our Discord community and utilize the LFG pages to your advantage. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video. All right, here we are spectating my dude PS, and he is landing towards Superstore. Now, we've had a few Superstore videos, and I want to really put these down your guys' throats. That way you guys can feel a little bit more comfortable coming here, because I know the idea for a lot of you of hot dropping at Superstore is extremely overwhelming, and I don't blame you. The idea of fighting 10, 12, 20 people at the same exact time, as you guys can see, is a little crazy. But with a little bit of practice, with a little bit of know-how, with a little bit of strategy and accuracy, you guys can come out of Superstore rocking, 5 to 10 kills and come out pretty nice. But here we are, landing on the roof, grabbing some money. The rooftop is usually a safe bet. If you guys want to land here and play a little passive at first, the rooftop is definitely the go-to spot. As you see, no one else is up here. And also, which leads me to my next point, when you guys do decide you want to go ahead and push, which I recommend do that pretty quickly. When you guys jump off the rooftop, most of these guys are already going to be in combat. We saw probably 20 blips on here. By now, most people have probably died. We're probably sitting around 7 to 11 enemies. Not to mention the ones who do survive are going to be weak from the gunfights. So this is a perfect opportunity to get a nice third-party kill on, well, hopefully everyone. All right, you gotta pop that reload, brother. Pop that reload, pick up the gun. Hey, that'll work. That'll work. Make sure you got ammunition in your weapon. All right, I'm not sure where that guy went to, but we are moving on. The other enemy ended up bailing off. Now, guys, if you're in an uncomfortable position and you don't think you're gonna win the gunfight, there's no shame bailing away unless you're that guy. So as far as the first fight we're in, we're face to face. We're utilizing, a checkout counter as cover on both sides. And we're shooting at each other, and for some reason, the enemy decided to bail. I'm going with the fact because he broke his armor, okay? But because he had so much cover between him, he was able to safely turn around and hightail it out of the fight, leaving PS, off to do his own thing. However, this guy bailing out was bad juju. Why? Because he had no cover. You needed to learn when and when not to turn your back to the enemy. And this is a perfect example. So his armor's broken right here, right? He needs to get out and he needs to get safe. However, there's many ways of outpositioning the enemy without exposing your back. So right here, the enemy rounds the corner, and here we are sitting and waiting. Now, I know the enemy has a gun. His best bet right now is to sit right here on the corner, wait for us to come out, and then hopefully kill the hell out of us. Even melee us twice and get us downed. Either way is better than this. Turning your back to the enemy completely and hightailing out of there. He's trying to gamble the fact that he might be able to get to the box, but because he was so close to the enemy in the first place, the chance of him outrunning us was slim to nothing. So again, guys, if you're in a gunfight and you have a safe way to bail out and you feel like you need to, go ahead and do it. But don't run in the open with your back to the enemy, because you're going to get shot and you're going to get jacked up. And of course, he gets the kill. And again, I love Superstore also because the whole idea behind this game is killing people when you know they're on the mini-map, right? And Superstore is a great spot to go ahead and ping people because, well, no one's got ghosts, no one's got suppressed weapons, everyone's just basically giving away their position. So you want to go ahead and utilize that information to your advantage and push these guys as they light up. However, as you're pushing, again, be aware there's a lot of people here. You do not want to get tunnel visioned on a dot, run straight for it, and get shot in the side, right? So you want to push yourself to the enemies that are marked on the mini map. However, play safely. Don't just beeline for it. You guys never ever want to tunnel on the target. All right, so that position here, let's rewind it just a tad bit. As he's getting shot at, he has an option right here to do what the enemy we killed did, right? He can just tunnel vision where he's looking and run straight and hope to get around the box, around the corner without getting shot in the back. But as I just told you guys before, that's not the play. So what does he do? He goes ahead and he hugs the rest of this. And instead of bailing out right here, instead of going right and cutting through again because the enemy's on your ass, he turns the corner again and decides to try to outplay the enemy because he knows that there's no safe way he's going to get out of this fight. The enemy's on his ass, the enemy's hawking him down, and if he was to turn his back on the enemy for a little too long, he would get shot. So even though PS is one tap, he's challenging the shit out of this guy because he knows it's his only option. He put himself closer to the enemy, got his close range kill with the Uzi, and the rest is history. So guys, back to my point, there's no shame in running from the enemy. Just make sure you're safely doing it. All right. So if you have a shotgun meta is massive right now, right? It has been since last season. Shotgun meta is huge. So if you're using a shotgun, guys, the last thing you want to do is crouch, right? This kid's just crouch. Is crouch in the open with no cover and try to get long range shotgun kills, because technically that was pretty long range for the shotgun he was using, right? So he's sitting out in the middle of nowhere. He knows we have an Uzi because we've been shooting at him, and he's still just hugging this instead of hugging the wall and using that as cover and kind of instead stepping out, peeking, shooting, going back, stepping out, peeking, shooting, going back. He's just sitting in the middle, crouch, just blowing it away. You guys want to stop putting yourself out in the open and over challenging target. You guys need to start using corners to your advantage. I'm telling you guys, if this dude would position himself right behind this wall and peek and shoot and peek and shoot, he would have a good chance to damage us more than we are and even possibly kill us. Granted, that shotgun at that range against this Uzi, probably not, but it would have been a better option than what he's doing here. He's basically just begging us to kill him. And as you guys see in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the match, we're already at 5 kills, and I'm sure there's more people here because we haven't even hit the west side of this building yet. All right, we got one outside, activating the dead silence, but the guy's coming to us, so we really don't even need it. If you get shot at in close range, stop turning your back to enemy and running. This is going to be a video based on turning your back to the enemy, right? I like that. I like that. Dude started to shoot at him. He saw him. In fact, he saw the enemy before the enemy even got to shoot at him. He turned his back and he ran to reposition and get the kill. It is what it is. Those vehicles are not the safest vehicles in the world. All right, we got another guy on heartbeat inside the building, possibly, maybe on top of the roof. Now we have another Joe Blow shooting at us from the red silo towers coming from Storage Town. Now I love when people sit here because it's such an easy place to push, right? So you have silos, and for some reason people do this all the time. They love sitting by silos and shooting whatever comes by, right? There's so many ways to push this area using the rocks, using the trees, using the hay bales to your right. And also, since he's back here, you can just push up here and get closer to the target, or trust your kilo and get some nice range shots. Beautiful. I want you guys to notice what he did, right? If you guys don't know what B-hopping is, pay attention. So when you guys are leaving hard cover to contest an enemy, the best way to do that is B-hopping. You notice he takes 2 bounces. It shoots him out in the open a little bit. He's able to get his accurate shots, beam the target, but also, the video skipped, but also the enemy's probably sitting there ADS'd on that corner. And if you B-hop around the corner, instead of you slowly peeking that and him getting the first shot on you, you're basically speed jumping out there, and he's going to have to adjust, and hopefully his ADS sensitivity isn't accurate and his shot's not that on point, and you're probably going to be able to shit on his face just like you did there. But now we're in a vehicle, and there's a guy who just laid it in. What are the odds, bro? Bad timing. You're lucky you didn't get splatted, though, I'll tell you that much. Also, that situation there, bro, PS, my man. All right, look. In that situation there, my man had his kilo out. So he jumps out of the vehicle, has his kilo, gets the shots off, realizes, you know what? Maybe I need to switch to my close range weapon to finish this Joe Blow off because the VLK, a little too much zoom for a close range weapon. So that's exactly what he does. And then utilizing his movement to jump around the pole and get the nice shot with only having to bust 2 plates. So great use of YYing on the enemy right there. Absolutely love to see that. Also, if I'm ever getting in a vehicle and I'm driving, especially in solos when you know you're gonna be jumping on targets, switch to a close range weapon first. That way, when you do hop out of cars, you don't run into a position where you have a sniper out, you have a broom with a VLK scope. Because if you run into a close quarter combat situation and you have a long range gun out, you're going to be hindered a little bit. All right, we have a enemy marked on the green roof in front of us, probably in the little cubby, and he's shooting at us. Surprise, surprise. Now, there's a few things you can do. One, you can probably just get out. Hopefully, he'll peek this roof, and you can get a nice shot on with your VLK. Or two, you could push the building, get a close range fight, utilize concussions if you rock them, and just push up there and be very aggressive. I don't know what he was doing in that situation. I like the fact that he left his camping spot, so I'll give him props there. But, I mean, I know he saw us bail out of our vehicle right there. I know he saw it. It's like the third person that's just bailed off right in front of you. Maybe fourth. I don't... Dude, I wish people would jump off roofs and come back from the gulag right in front of me. That's either the guy come from the gulag from the superstore. He bailed out and he came back, right? Then the guy that, when you were driving the vehicle, he came in on a parachute. And the guy jumped off the roof. You're able to break his armor while he's parachuting. And then this guy here, yeah, it's 4 guys. We're already at 13 kills with 40 enemies left. This is going to be a banger, bros. This could be a banger. And also, guys, I always recommend you utilize UAVs and that you utilize bounties. And I want you guys to notice you don't have to do that in order to have good gameplay. And I want to show you guys a variety of gameplay for that reason. No matter what I recommend you guys do, no matter what guns I recommend you guys use, no matter what ADS sensitivity I recommend you guys use, same thing with any YouTuber. You need to find what works for you. What kind of gameplay do you want to produce? What do you think benefits you in the long run? Some people are better at getting flags and playing slow and getting aggressive kills at the end. Some people are better going from bounties from start to finish. Some people are better at some things that other people aren't. So I want to give you guys a variety of gameplay. That way you guys can decide how you want to play, how you guys want to practice, and also what your main goal of playing this game is. Of course, we have it's solos. So of course, there's a camper. He slow opened the door and he knew we were there. I knew he knew we were there, and he still slow opened the door. All right, video skipped again. I want to go ahead and say, if you guys submit videos, send me the entire gameplay. I like the fact that you guys are trying to give me all the combat, but send me videos with some downtime. That way I can talk about rotations. I can see how you're rotating around the map. That way I can give tips on that. And also it gives me a little bit of time to run my mouth some more and talk about other points that I want to specify on. Anyway, here we are. I'm assuming we probably have an enemy in front of us somewhere. And there he is right there. Jump around the corner with a kilo. Absolutely. I love the concussion. Boom. This right here is super easy. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, I thought you were going to execute him. I think that's what he's trying to do. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. All right, here we are. Skipped again. Now, we have 2 targets on the UAV. We have one on top of a police station roof and one on top of green roof right here. Of course, duh. People love to camp. It's solos. All right, this guy's actually... He's parachuting. He's above us. Yeah, this guy is parachuting in. You can see because of the up arrow, the chevron above him. So I would continue pushing the guy up here. I'm not sure what we're focusing on right now. Maybe he thinks that guy was floating in is actually on the ground level. That's exactly what he's looking for him. Again, guys, pay attention to the mini map. If you see the red chevron, the little up arrow, the indicator, that means he's in the air. And now all of a sudden he's gone. So this guy's still camping on the rooftop. We have a concussion, which is absolutely awesome. Plate box behind us. Definitely want to pick that up. He's going for your vehicle. Rip. Oh, he's not in the open. No. You see him, bro. I don't know. Was he checking the air pressure? The tire. I don't know what was happening in that match. I really don't. All right. Hopefully he pulls up his big map so we can start talking about rotations. We're on the edge of the circle right now. There's 44 seconds remaining, and there's a guy next to us. Hiding in the cubby. And see, this is the importance of concussion grenades or stun grenades. This is the importance of stun grenades right there, right? No matter what happens, if the enemy has you out position, the enemy breaks your vehicle, if the enemy breaks your armor, whatever it is, if you have a concussion in your inventory, you can probably outfight and survive, especially if you're running restock. I'm going to start running restock here soon. But restock's a great tool as well. This is why I love stun grenades, because if you guys notice what this dude did, look at this. We got the stun. He had no idea what was happening. This poor bastard. He's grabbing his ear. He's rubbing his eyes. He doesn't know what the hell is happening right now. And again, another easy kill. 17 kills, 22 enemies left. This could be a 25 kill game depending on how the circle rotates. We shall see. All right, but now the circle has rotated across the ravine back towards, I guess, downtown-ish, maybe stadium. I haven't actually seen the big map pulled up yet, so I have no idea what position we're really looking at. Of course, utilizing UAV to catch an enemy out in the open. Yes, he's definitely on ground level right there around the corner. And I love the fact that instead of vaulting over the wall to try to challenge this poor SOB, and again, I've seen people do this dozens of times, that's why I'm saying it. Instead of him vaulting over the wall to try to get a close range kill, he utilizes the wall as cover, gets a nice little headshot, and absolutely destroys the enemy's face without the enemy even touching him. I love it. Now, we do have a guy on top of this building, but there's also a guy behind us on the edge of the circle that's coming in as well. So you could gatekeep them, you could push him, and then push up to what you've marked, but it's all up to you, brother. But here we are now with the enemy in front of us. These fights are pretty self-explanatory, I think. I mean, just utilize concussions and outplay the campers. This dude's absolutely beaming. The Kilo, any AR for the most part, is a beamer, guys. Just, you got to practice with your aim. You got to utilize your ADS sensitivity settings, get the right one for you, and just practice with the gun. That way you can be a beamer. It's not hard to be accurate in this game. This game is probably the easiest game to be accurate at. You know, Fortnite, you had your weapon bloom. PUBG, you had bullet drop, and a lot of recoil. Blackout, you had recoil. But this game right here, everything shoots straight with a tad bit of recoil. Just learn how to control it, and that just takes time and practice, guys. It doesn't take a lot. All right, here we have a guy sniping. There he's behind the tree. Surprise. Get the armor break, but he's also shooting someone else. Unfortunately, we're not able to get the kill because he had a hell of a ridge. But the guy in the house is clearly shooting at him, so he'll probably get the kill. Now, perfect opportunity. We know there's a guy in this yellow house up here, right? Because we just saw tracers coming out of the window, shooting at the guy we just shot at. So this guy's probably going to die. When the gas pushes him out, the guy in the yellow house is going to kill him. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. That's pretty self-explanatory. But we want to kill this guy in the yellow house because we know where he is, right? So at that point, what do? You come over here on the edge of the circle, you get in the other house window, and you look right across the street. That way, when dipshit comes out the house he was camping in, comes across the street to try to get safe, we shoot him down in a blaze of glory. That's just the way to do it. You want to go ahead and rotate, get the gatekeep, and get the easy kill. Exactly what I would do. You could push in if you wanted, but you know, why not just go ahead and make it easy? I definitely would rather gatekeep than push into a building and risk getting shit on by a camper, right? 2 claymores sitting there waiting for you to come through, bust your armor, and you just one tap through the melee. No, thank you. I'd rather sit in the roof of this building or in the attic of this building and get the easy shots. Or this too. We can just sit in the open and do it. Either way, gatekeeping's the plan, right? There's 2 of them next to each other. All right, here we are. We skipped ahead again. 21 kills with 12 enemies remaining. And we have gone downtown. All right, so we're ziplining up and I hear footsteps. So somebody is up here. He hears it too. Good shit, brother. Good use of audio. Again, audio is crucial. Now, people have been asking me since my last video because I definitely recommend you guys get a better headset. Savage, what's a good price range I should look for and what's a good headset? But basically, I recommend Astros. I use Astros. It's what I like. It's what I know. I also like Sennheiser as well. But as far as affordability, I would aim somewhere between like the $50 to $100 price range just to start. I know the A10s is a really affordable one and it's made by Astros as well. I definitely recommend getting those. If you guys have any recommendations that y'all use, please let everyone know in the comment section below. That way we can hopefully get everyone geared up and ready to slay out. I definitely heard footsteps. He's pretty focused as well. Oh, he's mad. He came around the corner with a pistol to try to melee you. Good use of melee, I guess, but yeah, you had a pistol, brother. What did you think was going to happen? Now, we skipped ahead again. We skipped ahead again. Okay, and we have a bounty on us, level 2. Clearly, the guy in front of us is not the guy who has the bounty on us, so that's good, I guess. Guys, when you're in game and it's downtown, there's 10 enemies left or 11 total. The last thing we do is rappel to a rooftop because again, downtown and solos mixed together is a camp fest. Most likely people are going to have these rooftops just like we do here. Now, I understand why Activision and Infinity Ward put the rappel system in here. I do, but it makes no damn sense, right? I like the fact they wanted to give us another option to contest rooftop campers instead of just going up 1 flight of stairs, but this is the dumbest shit in the world. unless they gave us the ability to rappel up with our gun in hand so we can hip fire. The problem is this animation bullshit, and Infinity Ward and Activision love their stupid animations. There's a point in video games where being realistic is too realistic. The gas mask animation, stupid. This animation, stupid. You need to allow people to push campers without the fear of dying from whatever you added in here to give us the opportunity to push. But of course, I never recommend taking a zip line ever for that reason. Even when I do, and I will take zip lines from time to time, but even when I do, I'm sitting there praying as I'm going up. But we're on level 3 now, and there's 2 ways up on this roof. Now you got to be very careful. He's probably pushing up on your building right now. He may come up the zip line. He may come out one of these 2 entrances that are on the rooftop, but also you got to worry about this building here. Now, most players in this situation, instead of worrying about this building, they would be sit here focused on this area. They'd be sit here staring down, mounted, laying prone, whatever it is, and they'd put their back vulnerable to this building. So I like the fact that PS is scanning back and forth, keeping his eye around him, making sure he's safe. Also, since the gas is pushing that out, he might be able to get an easy kill if there is a guy camping on that building. All right, here we have sniper shots coming from the other way. It's the opposite direction. Yeah, it's that rooftop right there. The traces in this game, sometimes they look like they're coming the opposite way than they actually are. We teleported. Here we are. We skipped ahead again. 23 kills, 7 enemies left. This is an in-game situation. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to talk about rotations in this video, which saddens me because I really feel like in-game situation is more about rotation than anything else. But here we are playing an area where there's 6 enemies left, and well, we're relatively safe. You can't be inside this building. You could be on the rooftops. Just keep your eye on the rooftop. Make sure no one wraps around you. But I like the fact that we're over here. We have 2 ways around the building. He's in there. He threw down a barricade. Rip. Yeah, there's really no reason for barricades in this game. I love barricades in Blackout, but in this game, it's not enough. It's just not enough. And again, I want you guys to see how many times... And again, I want you guys to see how many kills he gets just by utilizing his concussion. Even if the players are better than he is, he doesn't give them the option to be better. All right. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. There are 5 enemies left. Do not go in here. I saw him look at this door and it just hit me like, holy shit, he's about to do it. Now, what scares me about this is people, again, in solos, and I'm not taking shots. When people play solos, they're playing by themselves. They play a little bit more passive and a little bit more scared. What do scared people do? They sit in buildings with their backs to the corner, prone, crouch, whatever it may be, and they wait for you to come through a door. We saw it in the video I posted yesterday, right? The guy sitting in a room, head glitching a computer desk with his laser sticking out. We round the corner, there he is. We ended up killing him, but still, it's dangerous pushing these buildings. Not to mention, if you push in, you have the chance of getting third party because, again, everyone wants to be inside a room camping in a corner. So I don't like the fact that he's about to push in here. I hope he bails out. I love the fact that the edge of the circle favors us because we can play the walls of the buildings. So say we're sitting over here on minimap, somebody comes out the courtyard, easy kill. Someone rounds where we're at right now, easy kill. I'd rather play the outside than play the inside and get pushed. Not to mention, you have a doorway right here, and inside the building, there's another doorway. So if you end up in this building and no one is in here, there's a huge chance people are going to be pushing from both sides. And you could get sandwiched. So, rip. All right, there's a C4 right here. You know what that tells me? Dude's laying prone, right? He's either right here or he's right here. All right, there's a guy laying prone. He gets to the good crouch. The other door opens up. Audio is everything. And the reason I knew he might get pinched if he goes in there and he gets in a fight is because, again, such a small circle, there's going to be people outside the building. When they hear you get in a gunfight, what's that do? It raises an alert in their head, tells them they're in a fight. No matter who wins, the other one should be damaged. He might not be, but he should be. At that point, this guy's fully plated out, fully healthed up, ready to go, fully magged out. You're sitting there recovering from your fight, replating, getting ammunition back in your gun, and he just blows through the door. Gets the easy kill. I wouldn't really say it's a throw. You played aggressive till the end, bro, so I give you props on that. Just again, I definitely played the outside. If you would have played the outside of the building where this guy was at, as we saw on kill cam, if you would have around that corner right here, you could have got this kill and then pushed in the building. I definitely would clear the outer perimeter instead of pushing in. Force the circle to push people out of their camping spots. Now, if you absolutely had to go in the doorway, that's a whole different story, but you didn't have to. You didn't at all. You had 2 walls you could have played. You could have come out here, got another kill. You could have picked people off one by one and then pushed the camper, because we know damn well there was going to be somebody in here. But PS, thank you for submitting the gameplay, brother. I really love to see different variety of people's gameplay. If you learned anything on this video, please let me know in the comment section what it is. Also, if you guys have any questions or recommendations for upcoming videos you'd like to see, please let me know in the comment section about those as well. Again, the purpose of the series is to make everybody get better. I know this game can get rough. I know it's rough at times. I know we already have to deal with hackers, and then we have to deal with sweat lobbies, and on top of that, SBMM. So if I can help players get on the same level as other players and close that skill gap, hopefully this game will be more fun across the board for everybody. But again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Leave a like on the video, and as always, join the Discord community to find friends to play with. Till next time, guys, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up on it, subscribe today, and also check out one of these 2 videos over here. You have a good one, and until next time, keep on improving.